25 a game for number 10 BYU Cougars in Salt Lake City against their biggest rival, Utah. In the dictionary, Jimmer means fire. The kid was unconscious early and often. Fredette, the long three. He's got more range than a golf course. He kept on coming. You know, the Utah fans dressed for a red-out. Jimmer was the only one who was hot. Fredette, fourth three ball. 4 seconds left in the half now. Inbounds pass to Fredette. And guess what happens? Yeah, you guessed right.
Jimmer? Yeah! Are you kidding me? Look at it. 32 points in the first half for Jimmer Fredette.
10 of 15 from the floor, 5 of 6 from behind the arc in the first half. He dropped 39 last week against UNLV and 32 in the first 20 minutes and more from the 6'2". Oh, no! The 6'2 senior missing his easiest look of the night. Jackson Emery was there to clean things up, but Fredette, despite having a monster night, he's going to hear from his boys later in the second half. Fredette feeling it. And you know, his teammate Emery said when he's like that, you want to just keep feeding him. How about 47, 16 of 28 from the floor. BYU winning this one 104-79. His career high was 49. He talked to Scott Van Pelt.
Season at number 2, but they had fallen all the way to number 24. Big game for them at home Tuesday against Wisconsin. Wisconsin up 4, second half. Keaton Nankivell for 3. And then Jordan Taylor for 3. Wisconsin up 9 with 4 minutes left. Kalen Lucas said his teammates had their heads down, but he told them, we're going to win. We just have to get stopped. You see what Wisconsin does when they lead late. Delvin Rowe knocks it away. They got one of those stops. Keith Appling finishes strong. It's a 3-point game. Ensuing inbounds play, Rob Wilson steps out of bounds, and Wisconsin turns it over again. Ensuing possession for Michigan State, Draymond Green to Corey Lucius. Lucius, his only bucket of the game, but it was big. Tied the game at 53. Now 15 seconds to go. Tim Jarmus, air ball, shot clock violation, another Wisconsin turnover. Nankivell blocking Lucas on the drive. Austin Thornton, desperation shot at the buzzer. No good, but a 9-0 run gets the Spartans to overtime. In overtime, Draymond Green, career high 26 points for him. That put Michigan State up 1. Wisconsin down 3. Josh Gasser. Bucket and the foul made the free throw at 60 apiece. Tied at 61 now. Kalen Lucas fouled. Hit 1 of 2 from line. He had 17 despite shooting just 4 for 17. Wisconsin down 3 now. Last chance, 2.2 seconds on the clock. Jordan Taylor at 21, but he didn't get that when he said, we fell apart. Michigan State wins at 64-61.
Huge win over number 19 Michigan State on Saturday, taking on number 16 Illinois Tuesday night. Early in the second half, Taylor battled the steal, and Taylor battled. Let's go in with the reverse. Penn State up by 2 later in the half. Shot clock expiring. Battle with the range. The Big Ten leading scorer. Whoa, 26! Wow, Penn State up by 2. Under 5 minutes to play. Battle. You saw the range. He got it. The lead now at 4. Under 30 seconds to go. Illinois down 2. Dimitri McCamey driving, finding Bill Cole. Sweet look. We're tied at 55. Ensuing possession. Battle. He'll miss, but Andrew Jones, the follow at 0.7 seconds left. Battle with 26. Jones, 12 and 8. First time since 1954. The Lions defeating 2 straight ranked opponents.
So they knew, but could they do anything about it against Florida State? Knowles had lost 3 or 4 coming in and beaten Duke just 6 times in 36 meetings. Nolan Smith to Seth Curry, misses the 3. Kyle Singler fights for the rebound on his back, finds Smith for the 3, and Duke up there. Let's take another look at that. Singler still with a perfect pass on his back. I wonder if they practice that. Under 15 seconds left in the first half. Florida State up 2. Derwin Kitchen on the drive. Bernard James, right place, right time. Florida State up 4 at the half. First time Duke has been trailing at the half all season. They had a 25-game win streak dating back to last season. Second half, Singler for 3. Duke had missed his first 10 triples, but then Singler got hot, hit 5 threes in the second half. That one tied the game at 45. This one cuts the lead to 4 after Florida State had started to pull away again. Singler with 20 points. Under 4 minutes to go. Florida State up 2. Chris Singleton, big 3, 18 for him. Knowles back up 5. Less than 3 minutes to go. Duke down 4. Nolan Smith, how clutch is he? Duke down just 1. Next possession, Florida State up 1. Kitchen, the senior, kept the heat on Duke. Said the key was being aggressive, and he was. He had a game-high 22, 10 rebounds as well. Florida State back up 3. Less than 35 seconds to go, Duke down 5. Did I mention Smith was clutch? Yes, sir. 19 for Smith, Duke down just 2. Less than 25 to go, Duke down 4. Smith, not this time. Well, Carl White with the rebound, and Florida State wins 66-61, handing Duke its first loss since March of last year. 4th win for them over a top-ranked team, and the 3rd time against
new football coach Brady Hoke getting a nice welcome. Remember, when just after Jim Tressel was hired, he went to the Michigan-Ohio State game.
You'll be proud of our young people in the classroom, in the community, and most especially in 310 days in Ann Arbor, Michigan, on the football field.
Well, the Vest has delivered the last 7 years. Hoke did not get on the mic, but he got a grand reception anyways. Michigan down 3 second half. Evan Smotrich drops the 3. We're tied at 41. Ohio State now up 7. John Diebler to Jared Sullinger, the freshman, unstoppable. He had 12 points in this one. Ohio State up by 9. Then William Buford, 19 points, 9 rebounds. Ohio State 68-64. Now 17-0. Best start for the Buckeyes since this 61-62.
That 2-3 zone defense, Kevin? Because it works.
Oh, yeah?
They got it done on the defensive end. Take a look at James Sutherland with his arms out. And those arms are long. That extends the defense, and he's able to pick up the steals. He's got the middle covered, even though he's out there on the wing. St. John's Dwight Hardy drives. He looks to dish. Rick Jackson cheats forward to play the passing lane, and he comes up with the easy steal. Jackson at 6'9", coast to coast, and he'll finish it himself. Then later, Hardy drives, beats Brandon Trish and Scoop Jardine, but Baya Musakita steps up with the help defense, blocks the shot, and then they're off to the races again. Trish will finish this time. Syracuse holding St. John's to 36.8% from the field. They've been right about 37%, leading the Big East coming into this game. Second half, Jardine to Trish. Trish was 15, the Cuse up 12, and then Jardine to Chris Joseph. He had 18. Syracuse goes on to win 76-59. They had 4 players in double.
With Philly Twins, Markieff and Marcus Morris. They were unstoppable. Kansas up 4. Marcus Morris on the post, spins through 3 with the fade. And the front line for the Cyclones really thin. And then it's Markieff on the block. Over 3 defenders. A lot of rock, chalk, Jayhawk, KU from the big men. Marcus finding Markieff underneath. The wraparound. Kansas now up by 8. Then it's Marcus off glass. And then it's Markieff sealing his defender. And the exclamation point. Markieff with 17 and 11. Marcus, though, stood out from the wing. Yeah, under 2 minutes left now. Marcus Morris, a career night. 33 points, 13 rebounds. Bill Self called Marcus spectacular. Kansas winning 84-79. Josh Selby, the freshman, had 14.
Steve Fisher has the Aztecs among the nation's unbeaten. They took on UNLV Wednesday. Fisher trying to get career win number 400. Derek Jasper with the air ball. Chase Tapley to Billy White. How'd he finish that? Then Kawhi Leonard. Baseline to Tapley, who puts in the reverse. Leonard had 15 points, 17 rebounds for his 11th double-double of the season. And look at this. The bullet pass to Malcolm Thomas. Aztecs go up by 4. 3 minutes to go in the second half. Aztecs by 5. Thomas. That's a nifty move. Put San Diego State up by 7. Closing seconds of the game. Off the miss from the corner. Bryce Masamba grabs a rebound. Blocked from behind by Thomas. Take another look at that one. San Diego State wins 55-49. They remain undefeated at 18-0. They held UNLV to 1 for 18 shooting.
Number 5 Pitt at number 19 Georgetown. Ashton Gibbs. He was red hot. How about Jimmer Fredette hot? From the wing, Gibbs. Yeah, more from Gibbs. You're going to give it to him. Come on, he's going to make you pay. Loose ball knocked out. Gibbs. Yeah, another 3. Same spot. Bob Knight drops some knowledge.
Gibbs ought to mark an X on that spot on the floor, Dave, and go there on every possession.
Well, later in the first half, Gibbs, well, when you're knocking down a lot of buckets, you're going to get some open men. Yeah, and that is Gary McGee, Pitt up by 15. Closing seconds of the first half, Gibbs. Again, 4 threes in the half. You saw them all. Pitt up by 17. It's their largest Big East road lead in school history. Second half, more from Gibbs. Same spot, other side of the floor. He finished with 22. Pitt wins big, 72-57.
Villanova also trying to get to 4-0 in the Big East. They aren't unbeaten, but they haven't lost in a month and a half. Taking on Louisville Wednesday in Philadelphia. Corey Fisher, head fake, got his man in the air. Got the foul and the shot goes through. Never go for the head fake. 3-point shooting, a big part of the story too. Chris Smith, brother of the Nuggets, J.R. Smith, runs in the family. Preston Knowles, he had a game-high 24. And then Smith, from the other side, Louisville made 8 3-pointers in the first half. They trailed by 1 at the half, though. Second half, different story. Corey Fisher. He'll take 3. Villanova up 13. Later, they're up 9. Malik Wayans. He's no joke. He had 15. Wildcats up 11. And then Wayans with the steal. Villanova going the other way. Leaves it for Fisher, who cleaned it up. Fisher at 17. Villanova up 13. Just over 4 minutes left. Dover up 13. Wayans. The move to Yoru. He had a career best 18 points, 11 rebounds. That's 10 in a row. Week at number 12, Missouri. First half, all Marcus Denman. He plays for Missouri. Denman for 3. All right, so get a hand in his face, but it's not going to matter. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Missouri up 10. Denman for 3 more. He had more triples than Kenny Lofton. 5 of 7 from behind the arc in the game. Missouri up 13. Then Steve Moore to Lawrence Bowers. Now, I don't know the name of that Nebraska defender, and, well, there's 2 of them. They better be glad I don't know it. Then Denman collects the pass, finishes with the dunk. Tied a career high with 27 points. Missouri keeps on rolling. They're 15-2 now. They take it 77-69.
Elsewhere in the Big 12, number 13 Texas A&M had also won 11 in a row. The Aggies taking on Oklahoma State. Marshall Moses behind the back to a cutting Nick Sidorkas for the lay, and B.J. Holmes finding David LeBeau. Aggies up by 1 late in the first half. Second half now, under 5 minutes left. Aggies up 14. Dash Harris gets the rebound. Harris going coast to coast past the trio of Cowboy players for that big flush. Texas A&M wins 71-48.
Number 8 Purdue taking on number 25 Minnesota. It's the Boilers' first test against a ranked team this season, but they got plenty coming up. Good thing they got Juwan Johnson. Long and lanky, he can shoot it. And I'll tell you what, Minnesota had all kind of problems with him in the first half. Johnson tried to help Purdue win its 9th straight Big Ten road game. He had 18 in the first half, finished with 29 for the game, but still, Purdue down 1 at the half. Second half, Blake Hoffarber came out firing off the Purdue turnover. Ralph Sampson III to Hoffarber. He was 4 of 6 from 3-point range, 10 of 15 from the floor. Hoffarber, this kind of night it was. He gets the roll and the foul. He had 26. He said it felt like the rim was bigger than normal. Minnesota dropped Trevor Mbakwe from their starting lineup because of his legal troubles, but Sampson doing his thing in the post and sort of looking like his dad. You remember his dad?
Yeah, how can you forget?
That Ralph Sampson, 3-time All-American at Virginia, 3-time National Player of the Year. Now, back to Thursday. Less than 10 seconds to go in regulation. Purdue down 3. DJ Bird, no, sir. Lewis Jackson grabs the rebound. He's got a look, but not a very good one. Minnesota holds on to win it. They snap Purdue's 10-game win streak. SEC season with a win on the road Saturday against Virginia. Heels had Virginia Tech at the Dean Dome Thursday, looking for win number 300 at their place. Look at John Henson. He's the guy with the arrow on him. Kendall Marshall feeds him. Carolina takes a 1-point lead. Henson had 12 of his 17 in the first half. Harrison Barnes with the 3. Carolina up 3. Less than 2 minutes to go now. Malcolm Delaney misses a 3. Jeff Allen with a strong finish. Tech down 2. 1:12 left. They take their final timeout. Under a minute left. Delaney just going off. 7th 3-pointer of the game. He had 28. Less than 30 seconds to go. Carolina looking for some insurance, and Tyler Zeller can't hit. Tech gets the rebound. Clock running out. Virginia Tech out of timeouts. Chance to win with 10 seconds to go. Delaney. No. Carolina 2-0 in the ACC for the first time in 3 years.
Opening up a brand new basketball arena called the Matthew Knight Arena, named after the late son of Nike founder Phil Knight. The cost over $200 million. And you didn't expect the court to be clean, right? Come on, it's Nike. They're going to add something. It's the look of the woods, deep into the woods. And that is Tyrone Narrett. And he beats the clock. It counts.
Going to have to grow on me, the court.
Yes. Well, a lot of Oregon, you know, the shock value there.
Yeah.
Ducks up by 6 at the break, and then Teandre Williams, he had 7 points. This would be the last field goal for the Ducks because they were up by 18 and USC chipping away. Marcus Simmons there for the putback. His only field goal. It's a 5-point contest, but then Maurice Jones, less than a minute to go. Oh, he loses the ball. The Ducks, 5 players in double digits. They open the arena with the W.